There is this video trending on social media of Sarkodie embarking on his tour in Nigeria. And Sarkodie, I mean, the presenter said, I mean, we don't really celebrate Sarkodie that much.
Of your
Thank
music
you.
and everything. So, a whole lot has been happening as regards your sound, you, and a whole lot of people. I think you still do not get enough credit, as you're supposed to. I don't know if it's the way the Ghanaian music industry is structured or set up, or maybe generally people just, how maybe when you sing too much of somebody, just be like, okay, yeah, he's him, we know him. He will always put out fire music, and they just tend to just move on. From the BETs to the things you've done, especially putting the Ghanaian music industry on the map, I don't think you get credit enough. Because when you look at the way Nigerians actually celebrate their own, and, when there is a David or there's a Wiz, but, I look at Ghana, and most times it's, Sarkodie, and it's just, yeah. So why do you think that is?
You said, I'm looking at you just crazy. I think for like the past week or something, I was on the media tour and I had a conversation like that. Sometimes it's a sensitive conversation when I'm involved speaking about myself. So when I hear it from you, you saying it. Now I need this clip to trend. What you just said right now, I just need it right now. Because when I say it,
I will not be banned from Ghana. Problem.
It's kind of like dicey when it's me coming from me, right? Because you have people, you have friends, and then they don't want to feel a certain kind of way. But what you said, I think, I could say I do get my support from Ghanaians. Yeah. Just that I know what you're trying to say. Like, they should really hold on to moments and cherish it.
Yeah, because I'm like, the songs with Ace Hood. And when you talk about, the music industry in Ghana, you are one of the very few artists
who's pushing it outside Ghana.
Yeah, so I just want to play a clip, from an interview that I found the other day. Can you just hit that?
Stonebwoy is doing a lot that you guys should be like 24/7 highlighting. Like I was saying to say in TV that. That's what these guys are all doing. And I'm also what they are doing. I remember when BET was posting Burna Boy selling out the Apollo. He said the first half will beat artists. You see, because we don't hold on to it. I did it before him.
So that's huge. That's like, for you, a Ghanaian artist, to sell out the Apollo. And it took me, radio presenter, doing my research, and I have Sarkodie on my show. Let me just before talk about. And I'm like, okay, he did it. And it's almost like we don't hear these.
We don't hear. We just
almost like
through
it's not happening or anything. So I feel like we recognize how talented you are. What you're doing, especially not just for Ghanaian music, what you're doing for African music as well. And I think that our Ghanaian brothers and sisters, but it's almost like they don't know what they have, and they should actually just show you so much love.
This minute,
yeah,
you're trying to get me speechless.
Why?
Basically, because everything I want to say is what you're saying.
Okay.
So I have literally nothing to say.
Okay. So interview over.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
And I'm like, is this presenter for real? For making this statement, we don't really celebrate Sarkodie that much. Wow. Is it every artist in Nigeria that this presenter or the Nigerian people celebrates that much? Is it every artist? I'm just asking this because I'm just curious. We don't celebrate what we have, but do they also celebrate what they also have over there? All of them, like we always say. How many artists do we have in Ghana? And how many artists do we have over there in Nigeria? I mean, we shouldn't be creating these shady interviews. People are saying Sarkodie did not utter any word, but I can say on authority that Sarkodie said something. But it's just that he left the whole thing for the guy to say it. And it really pains because promoting your No Pressure album now turns out to be trending story altogether. No artist here in Ghana will tell me that Ghanaians don't celebrate him. Then there wouldn't be anything like fan base here in Ghana. There will not be Shatter Movement, there will not be Beam Nation, there will not be High Grade Family, there will not be even the Sack Natives. Because everybody supports whatever it is that, our artists here in Ghana do. Sarkodie said yes, some they do like in a nice political suit way. But the truth is, we celebrate whatever it is our artists here in this industry do. Recently, Sarkodie granted an interview saying he hardly picks calls, even he does it to the mom and blah blah blah, pertaining on the question that was asked about Edem when he came to the music video. But the Sarkodie really appreciated the call that was given to him. No. Another instance, an upcoming blogger or an upcoming media personality would love to interview some of these big artists, but writes good articles, writes good reviews about these artists whenever, they drop or they release any album or they organize a press conference or whatever it is. But do they get the opportunity to have a field or an interview with them? No. Because of what? Because of the bureaucracy when it comes to the industry. Because of an artist will tell you that, oh, my busy, but meanwhile, you know that definitely this artist, Charlie, on a roll, he's just there, and maybe he might be doing 1 or 2 projects or 1 or 2 stuff, but definitely you can find in between some time and grant you that interview. So if a host in Nigeria says we don't celebrate our own, please, we celebrate them very much. Let's get this fact straight. Our industry in Ghana, we celebrate our artists, we cherish our artists, we give them that maximum respect. But do they do the same to us? We live in an industry. Charlie, in Ghana here, if it's good for you, it's good for you and your family and some few friends that started the journey with you. And we all know this. The only CSR that comes in is where you find yourself in a job. Okay, when I say CSR, corporate social responsibility, where they go out there, CSR in terms of the field that the artist finds himself in, to support other upcoming artists, to help them blow, so that they can continue their journey. But is this how it's supposed to be? Yes, that is how it's supposed to be. But in a way, this same artist must equally organize a workshop and groom some of these people, or let me in quotes, one-time hit makers. How they made it, how they sustained themselves to that level, how they made it to that top. Because you and I know, in Ghana recently, social media is now part of our communication too. And it is really unearthing so many talents. Every year, every day, we have new talents coming up in all over the world, in all over the world. If Sarkodie was the first artist to sell the Apollos, look, you can't tell me that no media house celebrated him. When Sarkodie 2012 brought the BET, the support was there. When Shatawale, you see, me, I'll not blame anybody. I'll blame the artist. Because an artist will go on hibernation for a very long time from the media, and they'll come back and they'll select some few media houses and go and have the interview. When they are done, that is it. But other foreign people, or other, let's say, even our African countries, our neighboring African countries like Nigeria, let me use Nigeria as an example, they'll come. Even the lesser known blogs, they don't mind. They'll do the interview. They will grant all the interview on all those platforms before they leave there, and then they'll go to back to their country. The same style that is ongoing here in Ghana. That's the same thing that the A-list artists take it over there. You can't tell me that Sarkodie goes around to all the radio stations and then grants all the interviews, or all the TV stations and grant all the interviews. No. He selects a few. That's their strategy. Can you fault them? No. You won't fault them. But the truth is, when our West African brothers are coming here, do they weigh the balance, or do they check who has the followers, who has the listeners, who have this? Do they do it? They do it in a way, but at the end of the day, they give the same platform to everybody who wants to grant them that interview. Why do that happen? Let's think about it.